Hello children, in this chapter we will study about the change of state. We know that there are three states: solid, liquid, or gas. That means from solid to liquid and from liquid to gas, again from gas to solid, gas to liquid. These changes we have to study. No, when a solid is heated, it changes into liquid. And when a liquid is heated, it changes into gas. When a gas is cooled, it again changes into liquid. And when liquid is cooled, it again changes into solid. See how many times? 6 times, from solid to liquid, liquid to gas, from gas to liquid, liquid to solid. But directly also you can do from solid to gas also conversion is there, or you can say gas to solid also conversion is there. Suppose take the example of ice. Ice is a solid. It convert into liquid. When it start melting, it convert into liquid, that is in the form of water. When that water is heated, it convert into gas in the form of steam. If steam is cooled, it again change into water. Again that water, if we keep in the fridge, it change into ice. That means with the help of water we can perform the six. First, ice, we take, which is in solid form. When the ice melt, it convert into water. When that water is heated, it convert into gas in the form of steam. When the steam is cooled, it change into water, which is liquid. Again that liquid, when you put it in the fridge, it convert into solid. Clear? That is in the form of ice. Now the first I said from solid to liquid. Solid to liquid. First change is from solid to liquid. That change is known as fusion. Remember, from solid to liquid, when a matter change from solid to liquid, when the state change from solid to liquid, it is known as fusion. This, suppose example of an ice. When an ice melt, at a particular temperature, it changes into liquid. The process of melting is also known as fusion. Because ice melt, it is known as fusion. The temperature at which the solid melt is called as melting point. Because melting point, the temperature at which the solid melt, it is known as melting point. We know that melting point of ice is 0 degree, or in Kelvin scale we say that 273. That means in degree Celsius scale, if it is 0, then Kelvin scale it will be same 273 Kelvin. Clear? So conversion is also there, degree Celsius to Kelvin, Kelvin to degree Celsius. It is there in this chapter. Now what is latent heat of fusion? The amount of heat required to change 1 kg of solid into liquid at its atmospheric pressure at its melting point is called latent heat of fusion. I am again repeating, the amount of heat, kitna heat chahiye? The amount of heat required to change 1 kg of solid into liquid at its atmospheric pressure at its melting point is called latent heat of fusion. Next comes boiling. In boiling, what you will do? Liquid convert into gas. When a liquid is heated, its particle begin to move. Even then the particular temperature, the liquid begin to boil and change into gas. Another difference is there. What is the difference between evaporation and boiling? Boiling is a bulk phenomena. We say na, the water boils at 100 degree. Unless and until 100 degree will not reach, the water will not boil. But in evaporation, it is not like that. It can evaporate as soon. Suppose water is there on the floor, but when heats come, it evaporates. So that particular temperature is not required. When a liquid boils, the bulk of liquid change into vapor. So the temperature at which the liquid start boiling is called its boiling point. The boiling point of water is 100 degree Celsius. In Kelvin scale, it will be 373 because we are adding 100 plus 273. So that will be 373 Kelvin. Now next, latent heat of fusion. It is a very important topic. Latent heat of fusion, complete. Now is latent heat of vaporization. The same, vapor formation, the amount of heat required to change 1 kg of liquid into gas at its atmospheric pressure at its boiling point. Remember, in fusion we will write at its melting point, but in vaporization we will write at its boiling point. It's called latent heat of vaporization. One another concept is there, sublimation. Sublimation, that means solid, suppose naphthalene ball your mother used to keep in your almirah for preservation of insects, so that insects will not damage our crops. Sublimation is a process in which solid directly change into gas, or in gas it directly convert into solid. This process is not without converting into liquid. We know na solid convert into liquid and then liquid convert into gas. But in sublimation, solid directly change into gas, or from gas directly convert into solid. This process is known as sublimation. The change of state directly from solid to gas and from gas to solid. This process is known as sublimation. For example, if camphor, naphthalene or ammonium chloride is heated, it changes into vapor. And if the vapor are cooled, it again changes into solid. Effect of pressure on gas. When pressure is applied on a gas, the particle come closer and the gas change into liquid. That means when we are applying pressure on the gas, the particles come closer and the gas change into liquid. When you liquefy gas by applying pressure and reducing the temperature, suppose compressed solid carbon dioxide is called dry ice. It's not that we know that ice. If the pressure is reduced, when pressure is reduced, it changes directly to gas without coming into liquid state. So solid carbon dioxide is known as dry ice. Remember, solid carbon dioxide due to pressure, solid carbon dioxide is known as dry ice. Interconversion of three state we have already studied, from the solid to liquid and from liquid to gas, sometimes from solid to gas directly, gas to solid directly, or you can say so gas to liquid, liquid to solid. These interchanging are there in your chapter to learn the name, as well as in which what is the name when solid change into liquid. Sometimes this question asks, it is known as fusion. What is the name when it is asked when solid directly change into gas? You have to write sublimation. Suppose what will be the name of the change when liquid change into gas? Liquid, it is known as vaporization. In this way you have to learn 6 names. 6 steps are there, 6 names you have to remember. Thank you, children.